Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, Team Steam. So, a little bit of breaking news here on my phone. It's National Green Juice Day. Didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
That's what I said when I saw it come by. What? I didn't know that
Oh,
was
I
a
thought you
thing.
were a green juicer.
No, I don't drink the green juice. I mean, I don't really like the real earthy tones of nature just to drink.
well, what we need is Green Money Day.
That's right.
A day to forget. Yesterday for me. I'm ready to move on to today.
Next.
I don't know what the deal was, but I wasn't too happy with the way things went
Right.
today.
Yeah.
Who had a winning day out? And hope you guys did well. Welcome into the morning steam with Mindy Hahn. I'm Ramon Scott. We'll preview Thursday's action and try to put Wednesday behind. I'm trying to put Wednesday behind me already.
Well, the good thing is it's Thursday.
Okay. Hello
I
to
think
everyone.
Tony might drink green juice. We'll have to find out. He's
Oh,
always,
he's
sipping on some
all
protein.
about
Yeah.
green juice.
Right.
Yes, believe
Yes.
me. Kale smoothies and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep. I know.
and that's why he's in fantastic shape. He probably
Right.
had a winning day. We'll take a look at the standings yesterday and see what happened over at Tony's Picks. Talk about the day yesterday, but yeah, I was trying to find some winners, so I'm gonna try to head back to the drawing board today. But we did see some pretty exciting action yesterday in the NBA, uh, college basketball, and NHL. I don't know if you have anything necessarily to talk about with those, but just want to say hello to everyone filing into the chat. We'll get started in just a moment. Greetings to everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Ron was first in,
Yes. Hit the
and
like
then
button.
Angel. Angel had winners. Maybe we need
Yeah.
Angel's plays here more
Right.
today. He's ready to roll with some stuff today. He's got analysis in the chat, so join us. Want to say hello to Latifah's here. Ready to get the fam going. And it's just us. Here's Blake. Thurmond is here. Ron's trying to cheer us up.
Right.
Hey, um, welcome. Sorry, Adam.
Right.
First time poster. Good to see you. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Sorry you got. Hopefully it's not your last day with us.
Right.
Maybe it was your first day. But good to see you. Maybe you've been with us before. Nice to have you. All right. And over at Tony'sPicks.com, let's see the leaderboards and see who had a good day over at Tony's Picks. And it was Nick, 8-4 on the day. The VIP account plus 300. 3-0. It's all you need right there.
That's right.
Paul Lagaretto's 4-2. Tim Irwin 4-2. We're still up there. We're hanging in. Mindy, if you look at the last 30 days, Team Steam still up there last 30
Plugging
days.
away. That's right.
2,600 units, plus 2,200 units for the year. You're up there as well for the yearly leaderboard in the last 30 days. So no fret. One day didn't set us back too much.
That's right.
But
We know we're going to have them. We just have to avoid lots of them.
well, I mean, usually and not that we're not here to do the picks on the show, but some if we have, like I was saying yesterday, if we have bad picks individually, we come through on the show. It gives us hope, gives us good spirit. Feel still pretty good about the day, but I don't think we did it individually. I don't think we did it on the show. No. We really have to get after it today. Hopefully, everyone's got some winners for us.
That's right. I know Latifah's ready for hockey.
Big hockey card. I mean, we
That's right.
got the 9-game card here today, I think. So Take a look at that. NBA, 6 games. We'll preview 5 college basketball games. Big card today. We got 5 lined up for you. And we'll mix in some steam as well here on maybe some of the other games. There's been a ton of moves in college basketball. I tried to pass some along, but just too many going on. The action was
All at once.
furious this morning with the Sharps. So, all right. Don't forget, over at Tony'sPicks.com, our premium picks every day. Click on the All Cappers tab, find the handicapper of your choice, and get signed up. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all of our premium pick packages, short term or long term, it doesn't matter. Click on the handicapper of your choice, sign up for our packages. If you miss any picks here on the show, you can sign up for the morning steam. We're still up 2,600 units over the last 30 days, dating back to Christmas, I guess.
Right.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Still way up there in profit. Just got to shake off yesterday's games. But we're up 1,200, Mindy, here on the show in college basketball over the last 30 days and 1,150 in hockey. So pretty good numbers still. Just trying to cheer myself up. If you ever missed a show, you can
turn that frown upside down, Ramon.
Pick up these packages right here. 3 days, $99. 7 days, $179, or just watch the show or watch the videos here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Saturday through Thursday, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 Central, 6 Pacific. Mindy and I are here doing this show, previewing the games every day with our friends in the chat. And they're rolling in, ready to go.
All right.
So let's stop belaboring the point and get ready for the previews today in the free picks rapid fire. I'm going to start with NBA basketball. All right. Good card. I have all the results from yesterday, but I just because I don't want to go over them. I was going to put them right over to the
in the burn pile
in the other side. Yeah.
Ronnie Paxson, how are you?
Oh,
good to have you.
Great.
I know.
Yeah,
Ronnie guy out there. Everyone can chat. Put in your picks.
Oh, Ronnie's been with us before.
Okay, that's my fault then. Yep. All right.
All right. Getting ready to roll here. We'll get started with the NBA. I guess I won't talk about yesterday. I was going to try to find something to talk about, but we'll start with the Knicks and the Celtics. Celtics will be a big favorite here against the Knicks, favored by 8.5. The total has been dropping down. The totals in general were dropping down yesterday, it seems. So maybe I talked about how they were going back up, but for the most part, the numbers went under. So will that happen today? I don't know, but this one's definitely moving lower. Opened certainly a bit higher than this, Mindy, as high as what, maybe 226, 227.5 even. Yeah, but this one's falling.
Yeah, Angel, this is kind of how I see it, right? I mean, the Celtics have kind of, struggled here in the last 2 games, 2 losses. And in those times, scoring a whole whopping 96.5 points a game. Meanwhile, here the Knicks 1-1 in their last 2 here, scoring about 110 or so. Knicks 5-1 against the spread the last 6 versus a team with a winning record here as well. I'm going to try the Knicks here and the plus points.
All right, Mindy will take the Knicks on the road against the Celtics. Yeah, I mean, it is a lot of points right now, especially the Celtics, not necessarily covering any numbers of late. And the Knicks are just a terrific spread team on the road. I mean, they're 16-8 against the spread on the road. But Ron, I think he likes Boston to roll in this one. Roll. He likes them to get this number here for sure. Yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty big number, even against the Knicks, that, like I said, seem to do a pretty good job on the road when getting numbers. I mean, I think Mindy has a great point here on this one. There's a lot of points. I'm going to look to go under here in this game. I really trust this steam here. I keep talking about just a handful of teams that seem to be able to consistently play some sort of defense or at least slow the game down a little bit. Corday here says Nick's first half and full game. He likes taking the points here. Celtics, do they always come out quick? Are they still coming out as quick as they did earlier? Ron says a big dip here. If it goes down to 4 or 5, I can't see that. I actually cannot see that being the case here in this one. I would think that we're going to be looking, and there's no doubt that this one is on the move right now. That 8.5, Mindy. Even though we already are showing it at 8.5, the tote is lighting up as we speak. So it's going up. The money's coming in. It looks like on the Celtics certainly. So you'll be getting value here. Boy, you guys are really thinking that this spread is really going to dip. I don't see it. I think we're going to be right about here most of the day. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm a little bit confused, but I'm gonna take the under. Mindy's going to be on the Knicks here. I think the line's going to be, I'd say if it goes towards the Knicks at all, it only going 7.5. So I don't know. It looks like this is going to be the spread. I don't see anything on the injury front that's going to change. I don't think the public action is going to be significant towards the Knicks at all. This is what we'd be looking at. And Mindy's going to take the Knicks, and I'm going to take the under to get us started. Bucks and the Hornets here. The Bulls and the Hornets here. The Bulls are up to a 6-point favorite, and the total is up to 234.5.
234.5. Well, the Bulls here 5-1 against the spread here versus the Hornets over the last 3 seasons here. Bulls 3-1 over the last 4, putting up 119. Hornets 2-2, putting up a 110. I'm going to go ahead and take the Bulls here today. -6.
Okay, this one I think I can get on with you. We know Charlotte covers numbers, but that's on the road. At home, they don't do a very good job getting numbers. They're awful. 6-14-1 against the spread at home for the Charlotte Hornets. So they have not shown what maybe we were expecting of them. Maybe, if anything, you would expect a team that ends up getting points at home, could cover some of those. That's what you want. Home dogs, not here, not with Charlotte. But Ron does think that they can get the number here, that the Bulls will just win and get it done. The Bulls have covered 7 of their last 10 games. Blake is also on the Bulls, however. He will lay the points. Ron says Gordon Hayward, questionable. Been like that a lot of the year with him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So we'll get on board with this
right.
one, Mindy. I'll take the Bulls and lay these points.
No.
We're laying 6. I mean, it's definitely gone up. That, a little bit uncomfortable there. But, the Bulls are not a great favorite, that's for sure. But Hornets haven't been covering as a dog. They haven't been covering as a home dog. Bulls playing a little bit better, certainly of late. Going to take the Bulls, lay the points on the road. We see Charlotte always fading late. Ron, wondering about the over-under. I could give out a lean certainly here. I mean, I think the perception might be that the teams could be in an over situation, but I'm not so sure. Hornets at home, they might be known for, their wild reputation, a little bit of fast pace, but they go under at home quite a bit. In fact, 67% of the time this season they have gone under in their home games. 7-14 to the under. Okay, so we're on the Bulls there, and here comes the Pistons and the Nets. The Nets are favored in this one, down to 7. Was as high, I think, as 8.5, and the total is 233.
Yeah, so if our chatters have not joined Discord,
Oh,
that may be something that you want to go ahead and get in on today. Tony put out a question for all the folks to take a look at regarding
okay.
this game. So there's been a lot of chat, and it's one of those that I don't know. I'm kind of seeing it a little bit different than how most of the folks here had responded in this one. I know there's been a lot of backing on the Pistons. Still kind of like the Nets today, especially the way that this spread has been going down here. So for me, I kind of like the Nets here at home versus the Pistons here, especially when it's -7 rather than an opening of almost like -10.
Oh,
Nets 6-1 versus the Pistons here, start of the last 3 seasons. Also 2-1 the last 3 here, putting up about 124 a game here. And the Pistons are 0-3 against the spread in their last couple here, scoring 114 points a game. I do like these Nets at home. I'm not worried about Pistons having a little bit of time off.
yeah. I was wondering, who's out besides KD, right? I mean, why isn't it closer to 8.5, 9, 10? Why is the spread going down? Seems like the Sharpies are on Pistons for some reason. Um, I don't know. I see what the chat has. Ron's on the Nets here. Daniel says Detroit first half, but Nets money line for the game. I think that's what he's saying. Nets money line -275 for the game. I gotta like the Nets here at -7. I think it sounds like a big time. I think it sounds like a little bit of a discount to me. The Pistons have been pretty bad of late. Look, the Nets don't cover. The Nets don't cover numbers. That's for sure. Angel looks like he was on the Pistons at 8.5 though, but now he's not so. He says he was pretty happy. He doesn't know about now though. He thinks maybe that I don't know. You got the best number, so I wouldn't be too disappointed. But I don't know. Pistons have been so weak and struggling even more so now of late. Like I said, the Nets are just a pretty dreadful favorite. Not awful, but I mean they just don't seem to get the number quite enough. But I think in this spot, I think they might. This looks like a bit of a discount to me. Nets could be hungry for that big victory. So TJ's here today. Scotch is here. Great to see you guys. Thanks for coming in. I'll take the Nets with you, Mindy. I
All
like the
right.
Nets here at
Consensus play.
-7. Yeah,
Number
yeah,
2.
yeah, for sure. Especially at the reduced price. I think I prefer the Nets right now.
Sure.
Okay. Cavaliers and Rockets are next in this one. The Cavaliers on the road. Boy, I was real disappointed yesterday. I felt like I was on a winner the whole. That was the sum up my day. I mean, I wanted to take the Rockets, the ugly underdog. They were doing it the whole time until the last few minutes of the game. So I got what I, deserved, I guess, trying to take the Rockets yesterday. Bad call, just like several bad calls yesterday I had. So set me straight on this one, Mindy, because can I go back to the Rockets? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know either, Ramon, but I thought I would like the Rockets here today. At home plus the points. Maybe maybe they just tailed off there a little bit. Maybe that gives them a little bit more incentive here, for the day. I'm not sure. Both are 1-3 though against the spread over the last 4 here.
Oh,
Cavaliers haven't really been putting up like lights out numbers. We've all seen those totals being really low. And the Rockets, I think, are the ones that are maybe performing a little bit better, at least scoring wise. I like the Rockets here today.
okay, yeah, scoring wise, but not against the spread. They blew it
Sure.
again. That's why that's what I get for taking a team that's covered 1 out of the last 10 games. That's not like me, but I just felt like it was a spot for the Rockets, and I guess for about 40 minutes it was. But as a bad team, here's Butterscotch, Cleveland. He's done with Houston. Yep. And Angel says he'd take Rockets spread since it's the Cavs. And the Rockets want to ball out. Is that what you said? I thought last night was the spot. I mean,
Was it?
against the Wizards. I mean, the Wizards are a much worse team. I mean, the Cavs are good. So, yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Well, I can't go on the Rockets again, Mindy, after yesterday. They're not covering anything. Cleveland's a terrible road favorite, 8-15-1 against the spread. They do cover as a favorite big time at home. So, man, just learn my lesson. Maybe it's what, you know, that's why I shouldn't be going on the. I can't do it. I can't do it after yesterday, Mindy. If the Rockets are on a back to back and they just faded again yesterday, can't be on them against the mighty Cavaliers.
All right.
I'll take the under. I will go under. It's dropping already. Here's another dropper. Talk about all these high
Yeah, that would drop a lot because I like that one too. And I was like, I can't take it now either.
Well, talk about all these high scores right now and, the talk of the league. Yet a lot of these games are getting steamed under today. You look at yesterday, there were definitely some games that all those high totals most of them went under yesterday. A lot of them did anyway. So that's another one where I kind of took some lumps. So I'm going under in this one. The things dropped to what, 221?
Yeah, from like 224 open or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's I got to get back to my way. Look, I mean, I'm not sitting here whining about the day. Never supposed to do that, but I kind of go back to my old, go to the standby, looking for spots to take underdogs, looking for spots to take unders. And I'm going to do that right here with the Cavs and the Rockets going under. Okay, next up, Mavericks and the Suns. And the Suns here are favored by 1.5, and the total's down to 222.
Well, I keep trying to, get this Suns team a victory here for me. I'm going to try them here again today. They are 9-3 against the spread versus the Mavericks at home here. Suns have won 4 in a row now. I need to get them to cover a couple spreads. Mavs are 1-3. Pick as the Suns for me today, -1.5.
Yeah, this seems like a pretty strong spot for the Suns. I'm willing to back them here in this one for sure against the Mavs. I'm not very interested in the Mavs on the road. Ayton is probable in this game. Christian Wood is definitely out for Dallas right now. So Suns may have a more bulk of injuries, including their big scoring star still out. We know that. It's all built in, but you have a Suns team consistently getting numbers right now, 15-10 against the spread at home. Dallas 7-16 against the spread on the road. The Suns are just the slightest of favorites. Seem to be picking it up just a little bit with Paul back. Yeah, they lost those 2 games at home to Washington and the Clippers, but Dallas, they're kind of, or not, Dallas lost Washington and the Clippers, of course. The Suns have, they're on a winning streak right now, and maybe coincides a little bit with the health of Chris Paul getting in there. So looks like a great spot for the Suns. I feel like this is a game we've got to play here, the Suns. And Scotch says anyone could just Ayton really back. He's the big news. Ron says he likes the Suns here. Scotch is on the Suns. But Rodney says Luka owns the Suns. Cam Johnson, I believe Cam Johnson's status will be out of this game. Let's take a look. Nope, Cam Johnson in. Yep. He played last. Yeah, he was back. He was back last game. I know he's been a little bit shaky in and out of the lineup a little bit. Scott says if Paul is in, give him the under. This one's going low with these 2 teams. It's going to be on my card. I'm not going to, I hate giving them away. So I don't want to say it like that. But yeah, he's in, Ron. You got it. So, yeah, this looks like a slowdown for sure. All right, last game, NBA cards, Spurs and the Clippers here. The Clippers, double-digit favorite against the Spurs. We saw the Spurs last night. Another team that I was on, Mindy, another bad team I was on, trying to trust them against the Lakers. And not even the Spurs could get the money against the lowly Lakers. Lakers pulled away there in the end, give me another loss. So, but now they're playing, the Clippers. We saw the Clippers drub the Lakers the other night. Big
I
class
know.
difference between these two. But the Clippers, do they play down to their opponents?
Sometimes, right? They last played on January 20th. The score was 131, 126 in San Antonio. Maybe there's a little bit of, difference. Clippers here playing at home, but they have gone 2-3 at home in the last 5 games here, putting up a 111 a game. Spurs 5-1 in their last 6 versus a team with a winning record. I'm going to take the Spurs. I think this is just way too many points. Money line, man, I'm kind of scared of that one though.
Wow, Angel, yeah, he's one his money line plus $6. So.
Right.
Ron says it is too many points for him. Mindy's going to be on the Spurs. I'm just scared. I mean, after what happened last night,
Gunshot.
I want to take the Spurs too, but again, I got to get away from whatever didn't work. Scotch says no defense, but remember, it is the Clippers that are 4-20 to the under at home this season. 4-20. The Spurs are a dead over. That's the thing. They're 14-7 to the over, so that's not as stiff, obviously, as 4-20, but that's still 2/3 of the time the Spurs are going over on the road. So you'd have a total contrast here. But I'm going to be going, I'm sorry, against Butterscotch on the total in this one, and I'm going to go under in this game between the Spurs and the Clippers. I think they, by default, the Clippers can hold down the Spurs in this one. The only concerns that I would have is that we, would be on the injury front. I mean, no, Kawhi's not on the injury report. No, PG's not on the injury report. But that's, if Kawhi's in there and we're playing the Spurs, I think it's going under. So Walk This Way is here. Hello. So, all right, Mindy's going to be on the Spurs there. I kind of lean Spurs, but I'm going to take the under. We got a 3-pack, though, in the NBA in 6
For
games.
sure.
Mindy, that'll work. And it's the Bulls, it's the Nets, it's the Suns, all sides.
That's all right. I like it.
Okay, if you like
Sounds like winners to me.
Okay, good. I've got to try to cheer up after yesterday, after going through what we went through this week, and then to have our strong winning streak come to an end yesterday. I'm upset.
I feel like I need to, DoorDash you a pizza or something to cheer you up.
At 6:30 in the morning?
Yeah, why not? You got to have some 24-hour joints there in Vegas, I'm sure.
Well, I did find a place that was open till 2 a.m. That was a game changer. Hey, welcome. Say hello to Tafara Tadarwu. Welcome,
Nice.
Tafara. Great to have you in the chat here today on the Morning Steam. First time we've met, I believe, and we hope
so.
you've been watching, and hopefully you'll be a part of our fam here. But he's taking the Bengals this weekend. Can't wait. We'll be previewing those games, Mindy, come probably Sunday. I'm thinking we'll do them both on Sunday because, Sunday we kind of don't have as much. And I think that'd be a great day to preview the big games on Championship Sunday.
I think so, too.
All right, let's go to college basketball now. We've got 5 games we've selected here in today's card. It is a big card, no doubt about it. But we've got 5 good games picked out here. And we'll start in the Big Ten, where Mindy can help me out, hopefully.
Perhaps. I don't know about last night. I had a couple stinkers. You did good. You had Minnesota. I did not.
Oh,
I
I
had,
didn't know.
the losers.
I did not have a great college card. I mean,
Well,
I was
same
on a
though. In
roll.
the Big
I had
Ten,
to,
right? In the Big
well, I
Ten.
had to come on the show and talk a bunch of smack about winning 17 of my last 20 games, and then I got beat down in college ball. So hello to Carl as well. All right, so yeah, I got to turn. You can wipe out a whole monster day with one bad day. We know that. So let's take a look at Iowa and Michigan State here, and I'm showing right now. I believe this one's going to be right on 2.5, 147.5. Yes, indeed.
I'm excited for this one, Ramon. It's gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna come down to the wire. I don't think it's anyone's gonna know who's gonna win here right till the end. Iowa puts up 83 points a game here on the road. Michigan State, though, only scores 67 at home. But the deal is, though, is Iowa allows just an absolute ton of points on defense, and Michigan has a good defense. So how is this all gonna, play out here? Spartans are 5-0 at home, but head to head in this matchup, the advantage is to the road team. Iowa 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings. I'll take them and the plus points.
All right, Mindy is going to be on Iowa in this one. Plus 2.5.
Correct.
Scotch is with you on this game, but Ron is going to be on Sparty here.
Ron's kind of a homer, though, right, Ron?
Well,
I think he's from Detroit, right?
Okay, well, I'm just kind of worried about trusting. The steam came in on Iowa. There's no doubt about that. From what I can see, they took them at 2.5, but the line didn't move too much. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And there was some movement to the over here. You see it now at 147.5, off of 146.5. I think that is the right move. It's not overly solid, but that's the way I wanted to look. I mean, I might even be willing to pay this little bit of tax there of 1 point to be on that over. I don't know if anybody's mentioning. No, nobody's saying anything about the total in the chat, so I can't latch on. And I'm probably not going to take Iowa, I'm afraid, with you in this one. I'll just look to the total. I'm going to end up going over, just mostly with Iowa. They're playing, Mindy, they're playing some pretty high totals of late. They're doing a good job scoring. Both teams with 7 losses. Man, I'm going to go over even at 147. Free play here, 147.5. I'll go over in Iowa and Michigan State. Ron's, he's got him in a close one, he says. So, I'm sorry. Thank you, William. Thank you. Yep, I've got to fix that right away. I don't want that.
Yeah, Michigan State.
Yeah, my bad. It is Michigan State. We were saying Michigan State the whole time. The graphic was wrong. So
I think I said Spartans. Maybe I didn't. Who knows?
You did. We talked about the game correctly, and I never even noticed the graphic was wrong. So thank you. Nice to have you, William Dickey. I don't know if we've even met, but if that's the first thing you've said to us ever in the chat, I appreciate that very, very much. That is very kind of you to point that out. No problem ever pointing out any errors or mistakes. I mean, I know it's just a graphic error, but it's something I take seriously. And now I have to talk for a minute or two a bunch of nonsense because I got to leave the graphic up there so that hopefully our friends who edit the show and put up the individual videos will grab the right graphic for the thumbnail. So let me just review again slowly, even though we want to move the show along as fast as possible. Thank you, Blake. Smash and like is that Mindy will be on Iowa plus 2.5. I will be on the over in this one with Iowa and Michigan State. Hey, say hello to Timothy Sackett, Mindy. Timothy, I believe, is chatting with us for the first time. So thank you, Timothy, for being on Michigan State here. Thanks a lot, Timothy. Good to see you. Great to have you. All right, Iowa and Michigan State. All right, Mindy, UCLA is going to take on USC here. And in this one, we've got UCLA going to be a favorite here as they go on to take on the Trojans. UCLA is indeed minus 4.5. Yes, 4.5 and 1/3 down to 131.
Yeah, some money coming in on USC. And that's kind of where I think I'm going to head here today on this one. I'm taking USC at home, plus the points here, underdog 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 here. USC averaging 71 points here, and UCLA, geez, just haven't been scoring much on the road. They're putting up 64. Both teams here 7-3 in their last 10 against the spread. But again, I think home court here is going to make the difference today.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't know if they're that excited there for the Trojans, but yeah, maybe in this game they can. I think with these two, I'll agree with you. I'm interested in taking USC. Look at UCLA; they're strong. They're obviously in a situation where people have high expectations moving forward. But Corday is going to be with us here. I'm on USC with you. Corday's on USC as well, Mindy. So let's see here. Rick likes your hat. He's ready for the game
Right.
already. Mindy's ready for the game as well.
Of course.
So, all right, Mindy, I think we could do it. I think we could take SC here against UCLA. They steam the total over. I don't know if that's necessarily the right move. I'd be concerned with that steam, but both teams are great at covering spreads. Although USC at home has not been too. They're just 4-7 against the spread, but everything else, both teams have covered 7 out of their last 10 games. USC's 5-3 against the spread as an underdog, 9-1 straight up at home. So Bruins are awesome. We know that, and definitely have a better record than SC. But
yeah, but I think USC's, to me, they perform better on paper than what I, see via the eye test sometimes. So I'm excited to see how USC performs again against UCLA this time.
I think USC could be a bit underrated, certainly.
Yeah, right.
I mean, they've been getting enough numbers that would prove to be the case. So
it could just be that I don't watch them closely enough, right? I mean, because it wasn't until I kind of started digging into it that I didn't realize their numbers at home were so good.
Yeah, well, they've definitely been winning at home for sure. But usually they've been, favored by a few too many points. Here they are an underdog, so I think that's what swayed me to SC here. Of course, in a rivalry game.
Right.
All right. Walk This Way, I think, is on the over here. I'm not sure about that. UCLA, you mentioned it. I mean, UCLA, they're playing some defense. They aren't scoring as much, but that hasn't mattered because of their defense is solid, and they are under in 8 of the last 10 games. So right now, UCLA is doing a pretty outstanding job defensively. We're going to have to buck that in order to get this money for sure.
Right.
Okay, Colorado and Oregon here. Oregon a 6.5 point favorite, total 138.5.
Well, let's see here. I'm going to take Oregon today. Oregon just has the better offensive efficiency here. They also put up almost 80 points a game here on offense. Colorado hasn't been a good road team at all, only 1-5 against the spread. Favorite in this matchup is also 17-5 in the last 22. Home teams also 7-4 in the last 21 in this one. I'm going to take Oregon. I like the Ducks today at home, even though I hate their court, minus 6.5.
Okay, I'm going to take them with you. They got steamed, so I don't mind this, especially at 6.5 right now. I mean, that almost seems like a little bit of a value considering they did take the steam. So Colorado, you're right. They've been pretty bad against the spread, especially on the road, just covering 3 out of their last 10. And they're also covered 3 out of their last 10 overall. So Oregon has not been a great cover, no doubt about it. Really, just kind of mediocre. But again, you mentioned it. Colorado does not perform as well on the road. So I'm going to end up taking Oregon with you in this one and laying 6.5 points. Looks like no one too interested in this one in the chat, so we'll just have to leave it to us here. I think, Mindy. Colorado just might have a hard time keeping up. This one might go over that total, but it's not going to be because of Colorado. I would think it would be because of Oregon. I'm going to take Oregon with you for our second consensus out of 3 games. So
yeah, 5 total consensus plays.
yeah, we don't have a number.
Blake has not given us the line as of yet. I know he
Can't
was
do it in the
here.
middle of the show. Okay. Scotch does say Colorado horrible on the road. Take Oregon. Hello to Jeffrey Linton here today as well.
Hey.
Let's head back to the Big Ten now, Mindy, and take a look at Purdue and Michigan. And Michigan.
All right. So we got Michigan for sure this time?
Yep, Purdue 5. Yep. Purdue 5 and 136.
So I'm going to take Michigan. I have Purdue winning this one by 4. So, I mean, it's really close. Again, I'm going to take Michigan only because of my numbers where I have them modeled out here. Michigan putting up 67 points of offense, Purdue putting up 61. Purdue does have a really nice defense. They only allow, on the road here, 52 points on defense. But the underdog is 7-2-1 the last 10 meetings here head to head as well. I'm going to take Michigan at home.
Oh, yeah. I've got to have Michigan in this one. Maybe Purdue will get their second loss of the season, but I'll take them plus the points here. Zordon is here liking your shirt, Minnie, but welcome to Zordon. I don't know if we've met Zordon, but thank you for joining us there.
I mean, who does not love the DuckTales, right? Scrooge McDuck.
Tony says Edie gets off again. Butterscotch says it's all about Purdue. We're in the minority here, Mindy, but we're going to veto. Maybe we shouldn't, considering yesterday, but I want to take Michigan, I would think, in this one, Mindy. It just feels better to me. Yeah, Purdue has done it. What can you say? They're right up there at this point, still battling, and we saw Houston lose this week, so you got to consider Purdue right there, still at the top of the country. But Michigan, I certainly think they can do it here. Purdue is just 5-12 against the spread as a favorite this season, so that's pretty bad, actually. Walk This Way says just fade the Wolverines right now. Not liking them at this point. They haven't been a great spread team, that's for sure. They haven't been terrible. They just haven't been good. They're kind of right about 500 spread wise for the most part this season. So Dave says he's looking to the under here. I would agree with that. Scott says Purdue by 10. So we're in the minority in this one, Mindy, but we're on Michigan. Yeah. We're going to hear it tomorrow on this
Probably.
one if we don't get this one, but we're on Michigan. Purdue could win. I mean, but they're not covering numbers. That's for sure. All right. In Michigan, Purdue hasn't lost on the road, but Michigan 8-2 at home straight up. So, but I will say this, when Michigan's been an underdog this year, they've lost every time. They've not won as an underdog.
Way to seal the deal for us, Ramon.
Yeah. Well, because like I said, Purdue could win and Michigan still gets the money, and that probably is the way it'll be. But I did hint that maybe Michigan could get the upset, but just to put a stamp on it, they haven't won as an underdog yet. So maybe not, but we'll take the points.
All right.
Arizona and Washington State. Arizona, another road favorite. They're favored by 5, 145.
Well, I think I will go ahead and take Washington State here at home. They've been scoring around 74 points a game. Arizona, they're only 1-3 on the road this season. 0-6 versus teams with losing records. Man, that doesn't seem right, does it? But I'll go ahead and take Washington State here. That's fine.
Look, I mean, after yesterday, like I said, if I can find home dogs right now today, I'm all about it. So let's get on this home dog in a late game and take Washington State against the Wildcats. I know probably everybody's gonna be on the Wild. Oh no,
Maybe not.
Corday, Washington State.
Latifa.
Washington State. All right. Well, that makes me feel better. Look, I
Yes.
want some home dogs today after I'm going to the well. I'm going to the handicapper well. I'm going to, be definitely on the situation where I'm going to be coming in on some home dogs if I can and some unders today. Try to fix what went wrong. So, Arizona 8-12 against the spread as a favorite this year. Washington State is 6-4 against the spread at home. I will take Washington State plus 5 points. And we do have a consensus with the chat in this one, Mindy, for sure.
Right. Well, good. And we're up to consensus.
Jeffrey Linton says he's fading his Wildcats.
Ooh, okay.
So you always like it when we know we have Mindy, look at the hello, bing, bing, bing. Look at the number of viewers right now. Thank you so much to everyone. We have passed 100 live for the first time. Thank you so much. I know that's not a big thing. It is. To Mindy, it is.
Right.
We are desperate. We're desperate for viewers. As everyone knows. Alec Eiffel. Pardon me. Nice to have you here. Welcome. Thank you, Alec. Alec, we're going to celebrate Alec because I think we just met.
You might have been the 100th viewer.
We just went to 100, so thanks so much, everybody. If we keep talking about it, we'll probably lose the viewers, but I don't care. So Latifa wants one more, and we should do it, Mindy. Because
UC Santa Barbara. Okay.
Thanks, everybody. Man, I don't even know when higher. I just saw that. So
no, that was it. That's what I saw 100. Now we're at 98. So that did happen. We talk about it. People.
Yeah. But next up, we're gonna get more. All right, we'll talk about it because we just did that. Thank you, everybody. So exciting! Everybody's leaving now. They saw the record.
Right. They're like, well, at least I was part of that. Now I can go.
Thanks, everybody. We smashed that high 90s or low 90s or whatever it was.
It was 94. So now, we're back up to 100 now.
Thanks a lot. Okay, go ahead, Mindy, if you got this one ready. Santa Barbara and Hawaii, the late game out on the island. And let's take a look. I've got it as a pick. This is a big game. There's no doubt about it. So good call by Latifa. This is a pretty important game between two very good teams for their conference anyway.
And the spread's still one. Okay, got it.
Yeah, it's either pick them. Maybe it's one. Hawaii was a 1-point favorite at some spots. So either way, it's a closely rated game between two good teams.
Yes, I have it a closely, rated game here. But I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the over this 127. Both these teams playing pretty good defense, I must say. UC Santa Barbara only allowing 58, Hawaii allowing 63 at home. But if I take a look at these teams offensively, they've been pretty lights out, like way above their, season averages here. If I take a look at them over the last 3 to 5 games here, you see Santa Barbara, scoring in the high 70s. Hawaii's been, up there as well. I'm going to go over the total of 127, if that's still where it's at. I didn't see your graphic. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Let me bring that back up.
Oh, 128.5. Okay. So, yes, I had it at 127 when I downloaded all the lines this morning, but it has moved to the over, and that's where I'm headed.
All right. So, you don't mind that move to the over here between Santa Barbara and Hawaii. Latifa, Hawaii, and the over. Hello to Gerardo. Alex says Discord invite. Let's see if I can't at least whip that up really quick here. and I can get it to him. At least I can't give him the actual link to click, but
No,
maybe
it's a clickable link once you add it.
oh, it is
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't appear that way for me. So
Correct. But if on because I've done it before. When you put the Discord link, if I click it, it takes me there. So
okay,
yeah.
okay, cool. Thanks, and I'll do that. Here we go. I think I got this one right.
Gerardo, so we got to 101. Must have been Gerardo coming in.
There's 102 right now. So
All
thank you
right.
everybody for
We're breaking records right and left.
halfway through the show, but thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah, and Discord's
That's
totally
awesome.
free. It's just basically kind of invite only. I mean, we don't care if other folks come in, but it's mostly for the morning steam crew here, where we go over Ramon fires away all day at Steam Plays. Doesn't mean it's definitely doesn't mean that he's on that play. Just means that's information that he is giving out for you to do your due diligence. And then also a nice way for folks, to chat between, each other as well. Some people specialize in props in there, so we see a lot of those. Other people giving their information out. So far, I think it's a pretty good community. So hopefully everyone's happy with Discord.
I'm putting a Steam move in there right now
All right.
into the Discord that came up in a game that we've already talked about. So head on over to the Discord and see what game I just posted there. It was a game that I actually had talked about the total on. I didn't give it out on the show, but the way the Steam is, that's the way I'm looking. So go over and check that out. All right. Thanks a lot. And Alec Epple is the one that we're celebrating here as we're calling him live viewer number 100 because
hooray!
And thank you to Alec. So hopefully you'll be part of us moving forward as well. So we like that you chimed in and like everyone that first time, maybe that people have been watching and just chatting for the first time. So thanks a lot. So, okay, Mindy, as far as you're on the over, I mean, I see two teams that have been pretty solidly under, especially Santa Barbara. So I'm not going to do it there. I'm going to end up taking Santa Barbara to win this game on the road at Hawaii. They're the team that has the slightly better record this season. They have won 8 of their last 10, while Hawaii has just won 5 out of their last 10. So Hawaii's great. They got that, certainly big, nice edge maybe with that home court. But I'm going to take Santa Barbara here as my free play today to win at Hawaii. But that's a big game in the conference for sure. So
Right.
if you can make it, stay up. Goes off at midnight Eastern, 11 Mindy. And since it's her night off, I'm sure she'll stay up for that one.
Right. I'll be in my slumber in the morning, though. Can't find me till later.
Jeffrey says hi. So everybody here kind of likes the over, including Mindy, but I'm probably on the other side on the total. Okay, let's get into that nice hockey card and at least get the hockey. Maybe the hockey will take care of us here.
Right. I mean, we were off of hockey yesterday, so that's probably where we went wrong, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's just it. We couldn't get it together in hockey. Now, interestingly, though, we did. You had the Leafs and I had the under. And we, took care of that. We took care of that one. I had the under in the Hurricanes and the Stars. And also I had the Blue Jackets on the puck line in that game against the Oilers.
Boo! I had the Oilers. They stunk it up.
And I also had the Kraken. So we should have done a better job. There's no doubt about it. So
yeah, I didn't take the Kraken. Wanted to, but God, I felt like that was just too high. I mean, sometimes I saw it, minus 185 when it, puck hit the ice. Jeez.
All right, Angels liking the Bruins here. Gerardo, Avalanche minus the 1.5. So what you got here, Mindy, with the Bruins and the Lightning?
Well, I got this one in an under game. I think it's going to be amazing. Bruins have allowed only 4 goals in their last 5 combined. Under 4-0-2, Bruins last 6. Under 6-2 in the last 8 between these two. I like the under.
All right. Well, let's start it off. We can't ignore, we can't ignore yesterday not being together on the consensus. So I want to go under here in this one as well with these two teams to start us off. I mean, this is a big game, obviously, with Boston going on the road here, taking on the Lightning. So Zordon thinks it will be a hotly contested game, and he does like the under as well. You have a Boston team that's 13-24 to the under as a favorite, which is ironic because they're sometimes when they're an under. They haven't been an underdog very often. Let's just face it. That was all way back early in the season, but they're a big time under when they're favored. But right now, let me just check the line because I'm sure there are just the slightest of favorites, but this one is teetering. And I just want to make sure. It could be close to a pick 'em right now. Let's see. No, Boston is a slight favorite still. So Bruin says they own the Lightning. Latifa's on Boston. And she's on the under. So we're on the under, Mindy. I kind of like Boston again to get it done. Let's go on the under for our premium consensus here to get it started. I feel like we're going to come with it here on hockey for some reason after not agreeing on anything yesterday. So let's be on the under here. No doubt about it. Tampa Bay, they're not an underdog very often, but they are 2-5 to the under when they're an underdog. So Boston's a big under team when they're favored, which is usually all of the time. But let's do it. Let's take the under. Red Wings and Canadiens in this one. And it is the Red Wings about $1.60 on the road here. Total 6/15.
Well, I think I'm going to go Red Wings in this one. I saw some folks, I thought they said they liked the Canadiens. But yeah, I'm going Red Wings. They've scored at least 3 goals in 4 out of its last 5 here. Canadiens have scored 2 goals in 3 of their last 5 here. Favorite 4-1 the last 5 meetings between the two as well. I'll be taking the Red Wings.
Okay, maybe it was me that was liking the Canadiens, so we're not going to be in agreement here on this one. But I'm going to look to the total here, certainly, and I will end up. It looks like Latifa is going to be, if she's talking about this game, with me right here. I'm going to be on the under in this one. Montreal, 15-26-2 to the under as an underdog, and that you mentioned their 2-goal average over the last 3 games. So for me, I'm going to go under. Red Wings are 20-26 overall to the under this season. I'll go under in this one. Tony's on the Wings here. Scotch is on the under. I like Montreal. I might, need, minus. I'll probably just take a money line, but it's going to be under for me. Jeffrey's on the under here. Latifa's leaning Montreal. I'd probably just go small money line Montreal, but my better play is going to be on the under in this one.
Yeah, and this one opened at 6.5, right?
Let's see, because right now, I don't think that factored in. I was okay with. I was okay with 6
because I really liked it at 6.5, and then I started seeing it go under. Then I got a little nervous. So
no, I was looking at the whole time as this kind of being what I thought would be. So I have no problem still endorsing the under in this one. Penguins and Capitals here. The Capitals are favored here. They're up to $1.20, so the Caps are taking a little bit of action here, it looks like. And we've already seen some support for them, I believe, in the chat. Let me see if I can go back and find it.
Maybe that's what it was. Capitals and not Canadians.
Mindy gets rolling. Yeah, it was. I got it here. Walk This Way likes the Capitals today.
And I like the Capitals today. They are ranked 12th right now in goals for, 12th in goals against. Penguins are ranked 15 in goals for, 17th in goals against. Capitals here, 5-1 their last 6 on a day's rest. I'll take the Capitals at home, minus 120.
All right, I'm with you on this one. I like the Capitals here in this one, playing pretty decent now. All of a sudden, the Caps, back at it, and they've can take the Penguins here. I would think this one I could be, I like the under two, but I think I like the Capitals with Mindy. Pittsburgh is absolutely terrible as an underdog. They're not an underdog very often, but they are 1-7 this season when they're an underdog. When they're underdogs, they're not big underdogs. We know that because they're a pretty good team. So even here as a slight underdog, you have to favor that kind of trend. Washington is 14-8 as a favorite, 13-8 at home. So I like Washington here. Butterscotch likes Washington. Latifa is Pittsburgh and the over. So looks like she's totally against me here because I'm going opposite what Latifa said. Oh no.
I like the over. That's
Rick says, how is Latifa so good? So they see.
Yeah. Latifa, how are you so good at hockey? You have to give us your tricks.
Well, we're on the Caps. Mindy and I, we can't ignore it. Hey, Chris Brady's here today.
Hockey's consistent. That's what I like about it. It's kind of like the NFL to me.
Yeah. Well, Rick says it is easy to predict. No wonder our record is so strong.
Right.
I don't mind that. Kind of funny, but yeah, they must be giving away money at the sports book. And the hockey always gets the smaller screens.
That's true, right?
And Jeffrey Linton's on the Capitals as well. So I think, they might be thanks, Doubles. Yeah, we're hanging on to 100 here. Even though I don't think this is we're coming on here, whatever the card is, we're going to preview it. But, it doesn't feel like the most spectacular card. It's just another day. And so that's really exciting to have 100. Look, Tony, we got 100.
102.
Dave says Penguins bad on road, 10-10 on the road, but again, for a team with their record, maybe they should be a little bit better. So no problem, Doubles. We're still talking about it. I don't care. All right, Mindy, we got another consensus here. Let's take the Capitals, and maybe you could double down with Latifa on some wings.
That's right. I had to do the payout last night, so she gets breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all the wings she can handle from her favorite restaurant. Okay. It looks good to me. She sent me, everyone can see it on the Discord. Looks like the menu is pretty good. Place I'd like.
Okay. Well, I like. Did we talk wings already? Because
the only thing we ever talked about was when I had the Sauce Gardner wings from BW3s.
Right.
That's the only time that we really talked about it. I prefer like a charbuff. I like the garlic parmesan. I don't like the too hot. So like my sister likes the ghost pepper and the habaneros. I can't do all that.
Okay. Well, see, I'm not a spicy either, but I don't mind mild buffalo. Just a little bit of tang, the orange, the mild buffalo, the breast meat cut into strips, though, is what I like. I'm not much for the actual wings. I like just the breast meat, and I like mild buffalo. So when we had the big restaurant with all the TVs back in the day, that was like the signature item, and so I just love those.
Yeah,
and I never really liked too spicy, but really like. Hey, James is here today.
I like I don't mind a spicy flavor, but I don't like it where it's just like too hot you can't really eat it. So some Indian food is like that for me. I'm like, I don't know how folks eat this. It's just hot and no flavor. So
Zoran says good wing places in Vegas. Jeffrey will be here. We'll find a wing place. But no, I have not actually found the place for wings yet that I would say this is my go-to. Again, I kind of default. I'm trying some buffalo. I want to find my favorite buffalo. style, but it needs to be a mild buffalo, and no one's quite hit it like they did back in my favorite place, um, back in San Diego. So kind of disappointed in that so far. Okay, back now that we've talked food again.
I know, right? I'm hungry. I get up early and, I drink my coffee and such, but I don't get my food till after the show. So, we bring up steak and chicken and my stomach's growling. But yeah, I mean, if there's ever any additional games that you guys want, go ahead and put them in Discord if we don't, because I know I had a couple requests for college basketball after we've already moved on to hockey. So just put those in Discord and we can chat about all those.
Yeah, a little bit has to do with the order of the show, and the show gets chopped up by some editors and made into videos. So we kind of try to bulk them in and not get too off the beaten path. So sorry to our friend. I think it was Corday, or I think Corday. So apologies to Corday. We didn't quite get that one in. Maybe we can just talk about that game at the end and mention it. But okay, Sabres and Jets here. The Jets $1.80, total 6. This graphic's just wrong. I think 6.5 over 15.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go under here. It's 4-0 Sabres last 4, and under is 9-0 in the Jets last 9 after scoring 2 goals or less the previous game here as well. Jets are just playing pretty good defense right now. I'll take them.
Maybe
in the under.
You're taking the under.
Yeah,
and maybe hockey is where we'll hang our hat and get back to our winning ways, like you said, because I want the under as well, especially at 6.5. Sorry about the error on the graphic. I don't think it was ever any 6s out there. I mean, it was always 6.5, so it was just a typo on my part, and a good typo because we wanted it 6.5 anyways. Winnipeg, they're one of the most solid teams, going under more than 2/3 of the time this season. 15-32 to the under, 6-15 to the under at home, 8-17 to the under when they're favored. Yes, Buffalo is an over trending team, but consider their lower scores over the last 2 or 3 weeks. Mindy, Buffalo's come back down a little bit from that wild scoring binge that they were kind of on. So I think, if anything, here's Butterscotch wants to be on the puck line. Doubles is talking about Taco Bell has wings. That's scary. Latifa's on the under in this one with us. This is our play, Mindy, under 6.5 for sure. I would think here with Buffalo and Winnipeg, I want to be on the under. All right. How about the Devils and the Predators? We did see someone. Oh, no, they said it wasn't the Devils actually they were on. So the Devils here are favored minus $1.25 at the Predators, and this total is 6 under 15.
Well, I was still looking at the under. I feel like I'm on under in lots of games here today. They are only allowing 1.5 goals a game here over the last, 2. Had to root for the Devils to come from behind there a couple times with Latifa in the chat. The under is 5-1 Predators last 6 games here following a win as well. Going under.
I'm going under for sure. We got more unders. We're going under. Under. If we can do it, we're going to do it. And with the Devils and the Predators, and here is Blake with the under. I don't know if TJ was talking about this game as well. Under.
I think so.
It looks like he might be under. Latifa might still been on the last game. I'm not sure.
Yes,
but
Latifa was on the last game, I think.
Okay, but TJ
I think TJ was this game.
Okay. Well, I mean, Nashville 10-16 to the under as an underdog, 9-13 to the under at home. I would think this one has a good chance of going under. New Jersey, what can you say? Here's Alec with a trend in the game. Says Jets have won 7 of their last 8 at home. He wants Jets and the under. So, all right, maybe I can try the taco. No, I can't do it. I mean, when I want Taco Bell, I just want some crunchy tacos. All right.
Let's the Mexican pizza, but I like the Mexican pizza better in, like, say, about 1996 when I got, full fat. I preferred that over the, whatever we're cooking our food in now. Just saying.
Well, it's certainly popular. So, Preds have owned New Jersey in the past, says Corday. So, I don't know, man. New Jersey's just such a monster team on the road right now, though. I expect them to play well. But let's go under again. We're on 4 games so far, Mindy, out of 5, and 3 of them are unders. Latifa's on the under here. Maybe we should take the Grand Salami under today.
Right.
And one more said, Jeffrey said his Devils, Jeffrey and Latifa are both
Owners of the Devils. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. I root for them. That's for sure. They're playing really well this year.
Flyers and Wild. Wild, big favorite. 235. This total's about 6 flat for sure.
So, Ramon, I really like the under in this game. It's 5-0-1. The Flyers last 6 road games, 7-0-1. The Wild last 8. Also the under 4-1 the last 5 in Minnesota. I'm going to try under again.
This was a premium under for me. If you didn't take it and make me, pivot and go right with you on the under in this one with Philadelphia and the Wild. Boy, we are going to be thinking boredom here in hockey with unders, but that's where we're going to go today with our 4th under in 6 games. And these two teams steady under. The Wild are 12-20 to the under as a favorite. And the Flyers are 17-22 to the under as a dog, including 10-15 to the under on the road. Let's go under 6. I think it's another under here. Oh boy,
I feel like I'm becoming predictable.
Like I said, we're going. I'm willing to go back to the unders. I'm not just broad brushing and say let's go under in every game. I mean, you're the one making the suggestions here. And you haven't really led me astray yet. So why not tail Mindy Hahn and go under with Flyers in the Wild? That's the way I'm going to go in this one.
I love bean soup with oxtails. Is like my favorite. Just saying. I love bean soup with oxtails. It's my favorite. I have to get my mom on it. I have some oxtails in the freezer.
Blake wants to get all crazy and parlay everything. Looks like the Tifa wants over in this one, though. And, she's gone against us a little bit. So we might, not a great sign. Blackhawks and Flames. The Flames are minus. The Blackhawks are flame. Blackhawks are flames. The Flames here, big favorite, 375. And the total is pretty much a flat 6.
Yeah, geez. I mean, we have these money lines that are so big, so I think that's why we're looking at so many totals here today. And I'm going to change it up, Ramon. I'm going to go over in this one. Flames here average 3.5 over the last 5. Blackhawks 3.3 goals over their last 5. The over is 4-1. Blackhawks last 5. On a day's rest, over 4-1. The Flames last 5 versus a team with a losing record. And then there's even more. Over 6-0 in Calgary. Over 5-0 in the last 5. I like the over.
All right. Mindy will take over Blackhawks and Flames in this one. And, this one, so we won't be rolling again
Broke
here.
our streak.
Yes, but I'm with Butterscotch here. The Blackhawks playing well. I think they can keep this one within 1. Calgary's a pretty decent home team as far as profit is concerned. So Neil wants to go over with you here. So I'm going to be on the Blackhawks on the puck line.
The Black Cat on the puck line?
Yep. I'll take them. Look, Chicago, I'm not sure they've just completely turned it around. That's the way the talking points, I think, are at this point. But you have a Calgary team that is 10-28 as a puck line favorite this year. And in this game, they're just minus $1.45. That makes 0 sense to me. And you get the Blackhawks at plus 1.5 at plus money. So I'm willing to take the Blackhawks again, plus goal and a half. Latifa wants the over here with you, it looks like. Okay. Here come the Blues taking on the Coyotes in this one. The Blues on the road here, minus $1.55, and the total 6.5.
Yeah, I mean, the Blues here, they've been an over team, but the Coyotes are very much an under. It's 8-3 to the under overall. Blues are averaging 3 goals, Coyotes 2 goals over the last 5. I'm going to go under here in this one. Go back to my old ways, taking the under.
All right, Mindy goes with the under, and the
I
Blues.
know
and the
you were a
Coyotes.
Blues automatic, right?
Well, I think the Blues right now, but it is more at home. But
Okay.
I still think I'm not ready to even at 6.5, where I like to maybe come with it on the under. I'm not sure that might be the case today. TJ's on the Blues here. That's probably the direction that I'm going to look as well. I'll take the Blues minus this big number. That's okay. I don't play too many big favorites here on the show, so I will in this one. I'll take the Blues minus about 5 and against the Coyotes. St. Louis certainly okay, 13-10 on the road. We know Arizona's still plugging away, but right now they've hit a funk, no doubt about it. Won just 2 out of their last 10 games. So I'll take the Blues here on the road in this one. I think TJ might be talking about this one with the under. I'm not sure, but all right, one more here to wrap up the show. Thanks so much, everybody, for the 100 celebration time. That's really great. Took us only 5.5 months to get here. The Ducks and the Avalanche. The Avalanche are a huge favorite here. 380, total 6.5 under 20.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and go over goals here. Overs 4-0-1 in the last 5 in Colorado, 9-0 in the last 9 for the Ducks. 9-0.
What?
Colorado's an under team, except at home, where they are 5-2 in their last 7 to the over. Better get him before he shuts the computer off.
Maybe I was getting mixed signals, or I was watching the cat. But
I'm taking the over.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You were just suggesting that. You're saying that even though Colorado does have some under tendencies,
Colorado has a lot of under tendencies.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yes. Other than at home, they are 5-2 out of their last 7.
Okay, got it.
To the under. Other than that, everything that they do is over. So I just think this is a good spot for the under here, especially with the Ducks. Goodness.
Well, Scotch is saying take the Ducks plus 2.5. I never mind those 2.5, especially when you're talking about, and watch out. I mean, this one might be headed to over $4. You could almost probably wait and get another 5 or 10 cents on your puck line play. I would think. I think they might take a bunch of public parlay money and get up to $4, $4.10 or something like that. Again, I mean, I've been watching some of these big favorites. You honestly, hey, say hello to everybody to Dave Macedo joining us. It looks like for the first time in the chat, but looks like he's been here before. Good morning, and thank you for joining us on our big day here, where we went over 100 live views. Thanks a lot. Scott says he does think that 2.5 is a good play. But here's what I was going to mention, Mindy, on a lot of these favorites. I don't know if it's even this, but I think even at this price, but a lot of these favorites, man, you can almost play them if you wanted to play it this way. I mean, we're giving out winners here. We're trying to give out solid plays that we just want to take one side, but just talking about arbitrage and hedging opportunities on some of these big favorites. They take on so much action at post time. You often can play some big favorites if you were apt to. Some of these big favorites overnight blindly and be able to get the plus money or then some back on the underdog, the way some of these games are going up 25 and 30 cents right
Oh,
as
yeah.
the puck drops or right on in play as soon as the game starts. Seeing sharp moves to the favorite that would allow you to just scrape it a little bit. That's not what we're into here. We're into giving winners, but just mentioning the tendencies of the betting public right now, really hitting big favorites at post time. Probably just a lot of parlay action with
Right.
books uh, and stuff like that. So here's Jeffrey Linton. He wants the puck line there as well. But for me, I'm actually going to go opposite what these gentlemen are saying today, and I'm going to take Colorado on the puck line today at -1.5, -145. So usually I'm with them. I've been with Arizona obviously quite a bit this year, but I do have some. I mean, Arizona, Anaheim quite a bit this year on some of those puck lines, but not necessarily right now. I don't think I'm willing to get into it. Colorado, in a pretty good run right now, starting to heat things up a little bit. So I'm gonna take Colorado on the puck line -1.45. All right, good show, Mindy. Thank you to everyone. That made my day. It's kind of scary, Mindy. I'm wondering if maybe if we had all these people here to um, kind of fade us after yesterday. So looks like GSV log. He might be talking about the Discord. Is
I
what
think
I'm
the
telling
Discord link, I
you.
think.
Unless he's ready to be on the show right now. We just
But yeah, the Discord link, if you
it's
look
in there, right?
in the chat, it is pinned up to the top. So Tony probably did
Oh
that
God,
as he was
thanks when
watching.
Tony does that because
Yeah.
I it, I I haven't figured out how to do it, but I mean I also haven't done it where right in the middle of the show I can do it quickly. So that's something I've got to try to incorporate a little bit. Yeah, Scotch, they're coming up. Mindy will get those going, right,
Yes,
Mindy?
that's right. I'll do
Uh,
my work. You guys
yeah,
always have me
we're only
working.
going to show them
Always.
during the show.
Never
Yeah,
not working, Ramon. Never not working.
we're not going to show them in the Discord. We want you to watch the show.
Right.
Uh, but we will show them, of course, here in the show. And Tony's on a Calgary, Colorado parlay. Neil Boyce, he's got McKinnon for a prop. He's got him to score a goal today. So maybe that's like I said, Minnie. Maybe they're here to fade us. We got to 100 because they just happened to show up the day after our worst day of the year.
Right. Whoops.
That's okay because out of 22 shows, uh, 22 shows, 17 of them have been strong winners. Three three bad days, and two. Is that right? 22? Is that end up 20? Whatever it is, that's about what we're at right now. A little bit of steam coming in while Mindy gets rolling. Nichols State and Corpus Christi over. The steam is coming in on the over in Nichols State and Corpus Christi over 146 right now. You can catch my video preview of that
Wow.
game as our sponsored video today. See if my uh, handicap in that game between Nichols and Corpus Christi agrees with the steam that came in about 3 hours later after I posted the video. See if we agree or disagree, or maybe I was on the side. I don't know. But also, Irvine and Fullerton getting steamed here before the end of the show, over 135. Irvine and Fullerton. Also, one of the games that we previewed, Mindy, taking some steam. And guess what? We disagreed on the game. You said
Uh-oh.
Iowa. I
Oh.
said over. It's getting steamed to the over right now. So I think I ended up at 148.5. And now we're starting to see upwards of 149 right now in that game between Iowa and Michigan State. So, all right, another one, Hofstra and Elon. They took under 139.5. Steam play came in, maybe 20 minutes ago or so. So, just kind of wrapping it up here while Mindy got those plays. Let's get to them right now and take a look. Mindy says there are our plays.
Oh, did I say suck? Was that me?
What's that?
No, I'm doing it right now. I was like, no, I didn't do anything with that, did I?
Here's our NBA today, 3 plays. Oh, we're laying points. That's okay. Here comes college basketball. And, oh, okay, I see. Yeah, we're on suck.
So for college basketball, that is USC. I wonder why it did that with the old spell check.
Oh,
USC.
that's funny. That's actually funny. You're doing it. Okay. Are you typing one over? Because
Well, I don't know. Do I need to?
no, we're on suck, and suck better come through. Hey, Alec Eiffel's got one for us before we show the next one. Here's Alec Eiffel giving out UTSA against Texas.
All right, I'll take a look.
No, it wasn't Duck. Yeah, it was US.
USC somehow spell checked it to a sucky play.
Spell check doesn't recognize the Trojans.
No, I obviously don't write USC enough.
A lot of unders there. That's good. That's what I want.
So we had 12 consensus plays. That's over the 8 we were given midway through the show.
Okay. Well, thanks again, everybody. That kind of made my day since I was bummed about having a bad day. And that's great that we got over 100. We're down, no one's watching now. Everybody's checking out because we're done. But head on over to tonyspicks.com. Take a look at our premium picks over there. Absolutely our best picks every day over at Tony's Picks. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all of our premium pick packages, including mine, including Mindy's. If you missed the show, you could also always subscribe to the morning steam picks. Despite all my woes talking about it, we're still up 2,200 units so far since the first of the month. So, no biggie. Everyone's got a clunker here and there. Take a look at all of the packages there, including our best bets today from Nick, from Ben, from Mindy as well, from the VIP account. We've got best bets today. Tony's got his in the NBA tonight. So head on over to tonyspicks.com. We've got our $15 plays as well. Many of them are best bets and those multi-game packs, very popular over at Tony's Picks. So one more play coming in, Mindy, on a steam play. And one game we talked about, Arizona and Washington getting steamed right now under 145. It's heading lower. And again, even though we took Washington State, I was leaning under, and I'm probably going to get on that one right away. I like that one. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. Great job. Great show. Really pleased that we were able to do it.
Yeah.
And get to that number. So
I said, Ramon said, when we get to 500, we can have a little morning steam convention in Vegas with them. So,
okay, well, it took us
get your friends
months to get to 100. So I guess in 3 years we'll have a party. All right. Thanks, everybody. Great job. We got to get some food now.
I know. I'm starving. I'm having a little, it would be egg, bacon, burrito. That's what I'm having today.
Okay. All right.
As soon as I put the morning steam plays in, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yes, Ramon will pay the bar tab for sure.
Right. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. Catch you tomorrow. Catch all 100 of you tomorrow. And also, don't disrespect, but thank you to everyone who also watches on the replay here, because we know this thing's getting close to 400, 500 on the YouTubes. So that would mean a majority of them are watching on replay. So we thank you folks very much as well. Join us live if you can, won't you? 9 a.m. Eastern Central, 6 Pacific. We'll be back. We're dark on Fridays. Take a day off and recharge our batteries a little bit. We're still in the Discord. Join us all day tomorrow in the Discord. So for Mindy Hahn, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
100. We did it.